I want to talk about something that I wish I had known years ago, and that is how we fall in love. Now, if someone explained this at school even, it would have been amazing because it would have stopped so much of the pain and suffering and wondering and curiosity and confusion out there when you fall in love. So there are three distinct stages, and they're mutually exclusive, which means they don't have to follow specific rules. Some can occur, some might not, but there are three stages that we can identify in terms of physiology, what happens to our body when we fall in love. So the first one is lust. So lust basically is when the body floods with, for guys, testosterone, for women, estrogen, and that releases that drive, that fire to procreate. But that's essentially what it is, procreation, just the desire to physically have. Now for guys, the increase in testosterone leads to a decrease in oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Is this starting to make sense, right? And then for women, estrogen releases a little bit of our testosterone and oxytocin, our bonding hormone. So this starts to explain why in the initial stages it's so important to get to know someone, because some people will literally go for the lust. Then the second stage is attraction. This is where you start to build deeper bonds with this person. So what our body does is when we want to bond with someone, it increases our dopamine. Now, dopamine is interesting because anything that we do that releases dopamine can become slightly addictive. That's that feeling of not being able to get enough of this person. And as our dopamine goes up, we also have a decrease in serotonin, a feel-good hormone, the hormone that's responsible for our mood and our eating habits and our desire to eat, our appetite and our sleeping patterns. Again, starting to make sense, that feeling of not wanting to eat, having trouble sleeping. And when our serotonin goes down, it also can create, what they found in studies is that people with low serotonin levels have high levels of obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD. They become more obsessive. So this is the stage where you'll find that people are becoming, what did they text? Why didn't they text? How long are they texting? And this whole inquiry happens. And this is quite important because also at the same time, it releases adrenaline, which is our stress hormone. So we're stressed and feeling great, like on top of the world. Our reward centers are all firing. And the last stage is actually the bonding stage. And this happens over time, and it can take months and sometimes years for people to get to these stages. It's when our body releases, for women, it's oxytocin, and for guys, it's vasopressin, which is the bonding and loyalty drug, and oxytocin, the love and cuddle drug. So only through time do we actually bond. So give yourself time. What do you think? Would you have been happy knowing this?